I spoke to Robert Daly with the Woodrow Wilson Center here in Washington. He's director of the Kissinger Institute on China and the United States. And I asked him first whether this is more of a get-to-know-you meeting or get down to business.
The U.S. side really isn't ready to get down to business yet. The Trump administration is new. They have not conducted a China policy review. They have not made the appointments that they need to make to manage U.S.-China relations effectively. And frankly, I think the Trump administration, with a lot on its plate and in the midst of a difficult 100 days, I think it's fair to say, really doesn't know what it wants from China in the long term, in the strategic sense. On certain issues, yes, Trump has a wish list, and he will certainly raise those, but I don't think we should be looking for solutions. I think that if Trump and Xi Jinping can both be constructive and can come away with the sense that their opposite number is someone they can work with, that will be enough.
You mentioned unprepared. The United States still has not confirmed Trump's choice to be the next ambassador to China, right. Terry Branstad. There are still a lot of U.S. State Department staff missing on the Asia side. How prepared can Trump be going to these meetings, having these conversations without a lot of key personnel in place?
No, and the answer is that he can't be. The Chinese side hasn't actually given agreement to Governor Branstad to be ambassador, and typically in the United States they wouldn't hold confirmation hearings until that had happened. But that's a technicality. China is in no way responsible for the fact that there's no Deputy Secretary of State, there are no Assistant Secretaries of State, and even within what we know to be Trump's small inner circle, there are no Asia experts, there are no China experts. To the best of our knowledge, most of this is being run by President Trump's son-in-law, who has a relationship that the Chinese embassy has worked very hard to develop with Ambassador Cui Tiankai, so that is how the Trump team is being informed going into this meeting. That doesn't bode well for a very meaningful outcome. Trump will be letting Xi Jinping know that he's very concerned about the trade relationship and the deficit, about the investment issues, about the North Korean nuclear weapons, and possibly about the South China Sea as well. Xi Jinping knows his talking points in these regards and will make, I think, constructive, if not conciliatory noises. And again, that's about all we're looking for. I don't think this will be a historic meeting. It's necessary. The sooner they meet, the better. The more frequently they meet, the better. And perhaps one of the things that will come out of this is President Trump realizing that it's time to staff up and to conduct a policy review because dealing with China is complicated. And Xi Jinping, too, would like to stabilize U.S.-China relations. He's focused on the 19th Party Congress at the end of the year. Xi is coming in order to get photo ops and good press that make him appear back in China to the party and the people as a leader who has increased China's status on the world stage and handled the vital U.S.-China relationship well. That's his primary short-term goal. They can both probably get what they want in the short term if they manage it well. But that won't necessarily do anything to solve the long-term dynamics of the relationship, which in some of their aspects are threatening to both sides.
What will you be looking for?
What I'm looking for would be the bad news. If they have a private, largely off-camera meeting, they get their photo ops, they both get to look statesmanlike, but make no commitments, and then they go home until they meet again, that's success. So this will not be a historic summit. It will not be a major story in the United States unless there's some kind of gaffe or unintentional news.
We'll leave it there. Robert Daly, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.